Howdy YouTube, today we're taking a look at the Lord of the Rings Return of the King crossbow Uruk-Hai. A very nicely detailed figure, just having a look at him in the box, he looks absolutely awesome. He comes in the standard or initial Lord of the Rings packaging, which was of course the eye or the ring style. Very big bulky packaging. I was never really a fan of this. As the figure waves progressed, they did make them narrower and much more what you would expect out of a standard figure. These guys are fairly old, made by ToyBiz, but they still stack up really great, especially when compared to some of the stuff we get today. A really nice shot on the side of the crossbow Uruk-Hai. Really cool to pick this guy up, and we'll get him open and hopefully give you guys a good review. Taking a look at the back of the packaging, there is a general read-up on the Lord of the Rings to the left there, and then of course some information on the crossbow Uruk-Hai. One thing that's interesting is it does say Return of the King. From memory, I don't remember ever seeing a crossbow Uruk-Hai in Return of the King. They were of course in the Two Towers, but yeah, still very cool to get this guy. Some instructions on how obviously the crossbow works, and then a general read-up of the crossbow Uruk-Hai's role in the Battle of Helm's Deep. So let's get this guy opened up. Okay, so here we have the crossbow Uruk-Hai out of the packaging. He is a very nicely detailed figure. I'll bring it forward so you guys can take a look at the face. That is one of the best Lord of the Ring orc or Uruk-Hai faces I've come across. It looks mean, nasty, looks fantastic. Taking a look at the back of the head, some nice detail and some very greasy, oily looking hair. It's really cool. The whole figure, I'm not sure if it comes across on camera, has a real shininess to it, almost like it's been coated over with something. He is sporting obviously lots of chainmail, which is really nicely detailed. Lots of really nice little things just on him, all the little lines and details. For a figure that came out in the early 2000s, ToyBiz did a fantastic job. There are some figures released nowadays that don't have as much attention to detail as what this guy has. One downside, it looks like that some of the red paint for his skin has gone onto some of the chainmail there, so a little bit of a downside, but overall he looks really cool. Very nice looking figure. Now in terms of accessories, he does come with a crossbow helmet, which is pretty cool from the movie. He does come with a series of actual crossbow, I'm not sure whether they're called darts or not, but obviously the ammunition for the crossbow. And then I'll bring this forward so you guys can take a really good look at it. The crossbow itself is very well detailed. Really nice wood finish on it. It looks really cool. Now in terms of the crossbow actually firing, all you simply do is put one of the crossbows in and it clips into place. Actually, that's interesting. There's a soft rubber up here. And then all you have to do is push in on this little bit here and the crossbow fires. Okay, now in terms of the special action feature or the gimmick that this guy comes with, there is a slot in the Uruk-Hai's hand which the crossbow basically slots into. So you peg that first bit in. From there, there's a button on the back similar to the Lurtz figure, which if you haven't seen my review, make sure you check that out. And what you're supposed to do is, I guess, push the button and the Uruk-Hai is supposed to fire the crossbow. It is not the best gimmick, if I'm honest. It is really hard to position and maneuver, and you've got to be really precise when doing it. I suppose it's better than nothing. I would have rather they just give us a really nice articulated figure, but still, the level of detail on this guy is really nice. In terms of articulation, he does have a ball jointed head. This arm is on a ball joint. Same with the elbows, double jointed there. This other arm doesn't move just because of the gimmick. It only moves forward and back, which is a bit of a shame. There is no movement in the waist, and then the legs are your standard movement. So not too bad, but again, much like the Lurtz figure, a bit of a shame about this arm. And finally here we've got the other Uruk-Hai from the battle at Helm's Deep. Obviously the Uruk-Hai Berserker on the left, the crossbow Uruk-Hai, and then the Uruk-Hai Pikeman. Very nice, very cool figures. Just by way of comparison, if you had to compare the detail on the two, easily the crossbow Uruk-Hai. Much more detail even with things like the chainmail, and just the face alone really is very, very impressive. If you get a chance, you're an Uruk-Hai fan, you're a Lord of the Rings fan, this guy's definitely worth picking up.